Oh my God. See, we I got you busted. Right? Let me play your words, right? So I went live a minute ago. Wudjau claim I'm tripping and he ain't said this and he ain't said that. And here go people in the chat, oh, trying to protect Wudjau and shit. Let's get on down to it. Let's see what Wudjau said. I told you Wudjau claimed that those Nubians are Egyptians. I didn't make that up. We got all you cats on record. And let's go play him on record. Hold up. Let's play Wudjau and get him on record right now. I just finished a live with him scrambling all over the place and acting like he didn't say nothing. See, you got to, when you fucking with Chief X, you got to lie on top of a lie, on top of a lie, on top of a lie, on top of a lie. Now, tell me, am I tripping or is Wudjau fucking lying? Oh, oh, wait a minute. How many times am I gonna put this shit on repeat? Let's hear it. Hold on. Where are we? Where are we? Not this one. Not that one. Bam, right here. Wait a minute. Armchair philosophy said a kill shot. Watch this kill shot right here. You tell me what Wudjau was saying. Huh? Let's go. Oh, wait a minute. I don't have my headset in. I just plugged my headphones in. Let me know, Oak the Goat or Armchair Philosopher, if you can hear me well with my headset in. Usually, if I plug it in late, my sound to be off for the whole thing. But if y'all can hear me good, put a number 8 in the chat. If you can hear me well, put a number 8 in the chat. Sound better now? Yeah, I gotta put my headset on. You can hear me now? Good. Okay. Now here's the kill shot. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Wudjau in denial of saying that those two Nubians, he claimed them two Nubians to be Egyptians, and that the Theban mapping project was wrong. We're gonna hear it out of his mouth right now. Indigenous black men, apologize after this. Tell me what Wudjau was saying. What the fuck did I tell you Wudjau been saying? Apologize to me. Wudjau, Asar, Smash Rockwell have been claiming that these figures are Egyptians. This is why I told them to correct the Theban mapping project, because they say it's Nubians. The whole world of academia say these is Nubians, except Asar, Wudjau, and Smash Rockwell. Let's hear him again. Can y'all hear? Hold on. Can y'all hear the clip? Oh, you guys can't hear nothing. Uh-oh, hold on. Let's get this clear. Let's get this clear then. Hold on. Let me stop my screen sharing. Okay, let me reshare. Present, share screen, entire screen, yep, and also the audio. Thank you guys for saying that. Now share. Got it? Okay. Now I'm going to play the audio of Wudjau saying that those Nubians represent Egyptians and that he claimed to correct them and they agreed with him. He's claiming that he did not say these black figures are Egyptians. Let's go. If you can't hear, I'm about to push play. And if you can't hear the video, let me know. I'm pushing play. Go.
Photographers who take these kinds of photos, you usually see their names. But here's the mistake. So the picture is fine. The mistake is the caption under the picture. It says the Nubians in the 5th hour of the Book of Gates in the tomb of Ramses III. The error is that these two figures right here in this particular tomb of Ramses III do not represent Nubians. The error is that these two figures right here in this particular tomb of Ramses III do not represent Nubians.
He said they do not represent Nubians, although the Theban Mapping Project said they're Nubians. Although you can see right here at the bottom it says Nubians in the 5th gate. So he wants you to don't believe your eyes. Let's go.
These two figures are two of four figures that represent the ancient Egyptians themselves. Do not represent Nubians. These two figures are two of four figures that represent the ancient Egyptians themselves. Of four figures that represent the ancient Egyptians themselves. Do not represent Nubians. These two figures are two of four figures that represent the ancient Egyptians themselves.
I need apologies. He said these two figures are two of four that represent the ancient Egyptians. He said these two figures represent the ancient Egyptians. Did he not say that? Talk to me, armchair philosopher.
Okay, so what this website should say, if they're going to use this picture, it should say the Egyptians in the 5th hour of the Book of Gates in the tomb of Ramses III. The Egyptians in the 5th hour of the Book of Gates in the tomb of Ramses III. Should say, if they're going to use this picture, it should say the Egyptians in the 5th hour of the Book of Gates in the tomb of Ramses.
Busted. He's saying it shouldn't say Nubians, it should say Egyptians. You heard it out his mouth, not mine. Dude, whoever came on my stream, that good guy, Kivo, who was talking that shit, I need your apologies now.
Ramses III. Or to correct this, that's one way that they can correct this page, by changing the word Nubians to the word Egyptians, if they want to keep the picture, this same picture there. Or if they want to keep the caption there and talk about the Nubians, they need to change the picture to show a reflection of the representation of the Nubians. The caption there and talk about the Nubians, they need to change the picture to show a reflection of the representation of the Nubians.
Because obviously he's saying this is not a representation of the Nubians, so they need to change the picture. So Black Socrates was arguing for him, but he didn't know or understand Wudjau's arguments previously. I know exactly that all Afrocentrics has been claiming that these are Egyptians. And they made that claim because Diop had this facsimile in his book, and he said A is an Egyptian, B is an Indo-European, C is other blacks in Africa, D is Semites. Yep. So since Diop said that, all the Afrocentrics, Manu Apim, both the SARS, Wudjau, Smash Rockwell, has used this to act like A was an Egyptian. So who's lying here? This is what sent Wudjau into retirement for a year and a half. This specific thing, when I went at him and debunked him, he took off because he knew the kitchen was about to get hot. Let's hear him again, since you guys, since so we can be clear.
On now, one of the images, this image right here, but this is the image that I'm gonna do. One of the images I'm gonna deal with. All right, so let's just jump into it. Now, let me point out the mistake on this website. The mistake is obviously not the image because it's just an image. It was actually photographed by Francis Zukowski, and my understanding that that's a
It's a Polish name.
okay, it's a Polish name, so we can assume that it's a Polish photographer. And if you actually look him up, you can see his portfolio and things like that. It's just a photographer, so he's not deemed as any expert in the field whatsoever. He's just giving a credit for taking the photo, like he should. You know, all photographers who take these kinds of photos, you usually see their names. But here's the mistake. So the picture is fine. The mistake.
Listen.
But here's the mistake. So the picture is fine. The mistake is the caption under the picture. It says the Nubians in the 5th hour of the Book of Gates in the tomb of Ramses III. The error is that these two figures right here in this particular tomb of Ramses III do not represent Nubians. These two of Ramses III do not represent Nubians. In this particular tomb of Ramses III do not represent Nubians. These two figures are two of four figures that represent the ancient Egyptians themselves. Of four figures that represent the ancient Egyptians themselves. Do not represent Nubians. These two figures are two of four figures that represent the ancient Egyptians themselves. Okay, so what this website should say, if they're going to use this picture, it should say the Egyptians in the 5th hour of the Book of Gates in the tomb of Ramses III. Or to correct this, that's one way that they can correct this page, by changing the word Nubians to the word Egyptians, if they want to keep the picture, this same picture there. Or if they want to keep the caption there and talk about the Nubians, they need to change the picture to show a reflection of the representation of the Nubians in this particular tomb. And I'm going to walk you through that.
Pause. Don't play with me. Albert Alpo Martinez, apologize. Don't come. I thought Chief X had to go. Well, goddamn it, I'm back. Because I found the exact words out Wudjau's mouth in the video, like I said it was in the video. Now you got to get over it and say, "What? You know what? Why don't you just say, Chief X, you are right. Wudjau was dead wrong." Tell him to come on this live stream right now and wiggle his way out of what he just said. Talking about Magister cut me. How? By making a statement and wanted me to pull up something. He cut me because he wanted me to pull up a picture and I didn't want to pull up a picture. That's called cutting me. I'm cutting Wudjau and the entire Amin Ra squad right now. Tell Wudjau to apologize. And if he made this correction, show us you corrected it. And if Albert make another lie, he'll be blocked from this channel. Matter of fact, I need to see an apology from Albert right now, or he's blocked in 15 in about 30 seconds. So for people who just came in, we're gonna hear Wudjau making the claim that the Nubians are Egyptians one more time. Hold on. Just in case people got bad hearing. Trying to play me like I'm crazy and tripping. Let's hear it out the horse's mouth again.
And show you why. The ancient Egyptians themselves. Two figures right here, tomb of Ramses III. The error is that these two figures right here in this particular tomb of Ramses III do not represent Nubians. These two figures are two of four figures that represent the ancient Egyptians themselves, who do not represent Nubians. These two figures are two of four figures that represent the ancient Egyptians themselves.
Case closed. I told you Wudjau lied. He's been calling these people ancient Egyptians right here in this specific photo. Let's hear him double down on it.
Okay, so what this website should say, if they're going to use this picture, it should say the Egyptians in the fifth hour of the Book of Gates in the tomb of Ramses III. Or to correct this, that's one way that they can correct this page, by changing the word Nubians to the word Egyptians.
Why would they change from Nubians to Egyptians? Because he's calling these people Egyptians.
If they this page, by changing the word Nubians to the word Egyptians, if they want to keep the picture, this same picture there, or if they want to keep the caption there and talk about the Nubians, they need to change the picture to show a reflection of the representation of the Nubians in this particular tomb. And
He's saying this is not the representation of the Nubians in this particular tomb. He's saying that they're the Egyptians.
I'm going to walk you through that and show you why. All right. So that's the error. And I'm telling you how they can correct it. And by the way,
now pause. So he said they made an error. That's why I challenged them to correct the Theban mapping project, and they failed to do it. Sick of you niggas lying. And then getting mad at the truth teller for exposing liars. I sent Wudjau to retirement, and now he's back. And he made that video a month ago touting that he corrected the Theban mapping project. I waited 30 days to see if he was going to make a video proving he corrected the thieving mapping project, and he never did do it after I called him on it. You can't believe what these Negroes is pushing. What you say, Sapphire? He sounded so confident while he lied. And this is why he won't come back on this stream, because he'll have to argue his own words. Unbelievable. He just told us a bold-faced lie 30 minutes ago in my other live stream. And here I am busting his ass out. Now Wudjau in the chat saying, so Chief X lied saying he had to leave. I did have to leave. But I found you making the claim I said you made, and it got too juicy. I had to come back, bro. Yeah, it's wild. I had to come back. I'm not going to even let you come on here and argue that away. We all heard it. Busted! Get out of here.